Let's be clear, the $1 billion that we're raising, it's not because we are having big cash flow problems near term. It's not meant in any way to shore up working capital. We have a threshold as to the minimum level of cash we need going forward. And I'm pleased to say that under every scenario, an optimistic scenario, a realistic scenario, a pessimistic scenario, we are always well above that minimum threshold level. However, in board meetings, we've said what if scenarios out there. What if a third wave is really bad? What if for 3 months India is shut down? So it's sort of a disaster scenario that we're also preparing for. So the money that we're raising is really insurance money. It's disaster insurance. It's not meant for working capital.
Okay, I'm glad you clarified that. But how is the operating environment looking to you? What's the outlook thereof, given the fact that, as you highlighted, there is a risk of a third wave? But when I speak to doctors and medical experts in India, they tell me that if the vaccine run rate continues to be strong at 7-8 million per day, then that would mean that we might just probably have a flattish third wave of the virus. And so how are you thinking about the scenarios here?
That exactly is the scenario. The third wave will come. I don't think anyone's arguing about it. It probably will come in the November, December timeframe. But the medical experts tell us as long as we're doing this rate of vaccination, the third wave will be very flat. So looking at the profile of our traffic, we had a very bad, going back last year, obviously March, May, we were shut down. We slowly started improving. Then October to February was actually quite exhilarating at the way the traffic just moved in a way, relatively speaking, of course. And then in February, I was thinking, oh my God, we might actually make money in April at this rate. Then, of course, the second wave hit. And then from March, April, May was really bad. But the worst day actually was May 18th, when our revenue was very, very low. But since then, we've picked up again strongly. So I think it's a very volatile environment. And our numbers are so closely tied to the COVID cases. So COVID cases again are going down, and again our revenue is picking up. This time around, I am optimistic that we won't see another downfall because the third wave will be flat. I'm more optimistic than other observers. I've seen some forecasts which are somewhat more pessimistic, but I'll give you my forecast. So our forecast is that domestic traffic will fully recover latest by the first quarter of next calendar year. International traffic will recover by the second or third quarter of the next calendar year. That's our forecast.
Right. And are you talking about, are you saying that occupancy levels will reach pre-pandemic standards, you think? In the run-up to mid-2022, or would this be, again, spaced out arrangement?
So now what we're looking at is the revenue bookings. How much revenue did we book pre-COVID, and when do we get the same level of revenue back? And our forecast is domestically we'll get the same level of revenue back by the first quarter of next calendar year. And the international, as I said, will be on a slower path. But we should be able to get that back by the second or third quarter of calendar year next.